guys, I'm Sway here, and this is GoPro's Hero 5 Black. For starters, this thing looks pretty nice. The gray finish is something that GoPro got rid of after the first GoPro model, and I have to say, I'm glad they brought it back. One of the first things that I noticed about the new GoPro is the removal of the front-facing on and off button, or Mo button. Now there are only two buttons on the camera body. The buttons on the Hero 5 only serve three purposes: capturing an image, changing the shooting mode, and turning the camera on and off. This may seem limiting, but it's not. This is because GoPro has finally added a touchscreen display directly to the camera's body. This is really huge in my opinion, because now if anyone wants to adjust the camera settings, change the camera mode, or playback footage, they are able to do so with the camera display. However, I did notice a couple of glitches in the camera's touchscreen software, but none were bad enough to ruin the shooting experience. When it comes to charging and exporting footage, the GoPro has two sliding door flaps, each lined with rubber gaskets for waterproofing. One door contains an HDMI port and a USB-C port, and the other contains a battery slot and microSD slot. The box that the camera comes in provides a USB-C cable and a protective case, but does not provide a microSD card. I ordered mine on Amazon for about $10, so they're not that expensive. As for storage and battery life, storage obviously depends on the size microSD card someone has, but battery life depends on the shooting mode. My battery lasts around an hour and a half if I'm shooting in 4K, but it can last up to 2.5 hours if I shoot in 720p. For its size, the Hero 5's battery lasts for a long time. Unlike any of its predecessors, the new Hero 5 is now capable of recognizing voice commands. I found this to be very useful during my first weeks of shooting on the GoPro.
GoPro, stop the video.
GoPro did an amazing job making this possible. The voice commands are very simple and the GoPro picks them up almost immediately. However, a couple days ago I started to experience difficulty with this aspect of the camera.
GoPro, stop the video.
I have a feeling this is because I shot some scenes on the beach last weekend. I don't know whether some sand got into my camera's mic or the waves were too loud for my GoPro to hear me, but the GoPro was not able to recognize my voice. After a good clean, however, the camera was as good as new. Speaking of which, another upgrade that GoPro has finally added is the ability for the camera body to go 33 feet underwater without a waterproof housing. Although this suits my needs, GoPro does still offer the option to buy a waterproof housing case that can go much more than triple the depth of the camera body itself. I don't see the average consumer buying the housing because it's just unnecessary. However, it is good for extra protection, and for those who use the GoPro rigorously, it's a smart investment. As for video quality, the new GoPro is capable of shooting up to 4K at 30 frames per second.
This is shooting 4K, 30 frames per second.
There is the option for digital stabilization as well if one chooses to shoot at 1080p. I experimented a little with this and was very impressed.
Same route at 1080p, 60 frames per second with stabilization.
Having the stabilization on makes a big difference. When it comes to image quality, the GoPro is able to take 12 megapixel photos. Overall, the GoPro is a really good camera, and I'm very excited to use it in future videos. With the release of the new Hero 5, GoPro has also released new video and capturing apps. Through GoPro's Capture app, which connects your phone with the GoPro via Wi-Fi, you can change the settings of the camera, start and stop a video, take a photo, playback footage, and turn off the GoPro. The app is very useful when using a head mount and trying to adjust the shot. As much as I like the Capture app, I hate the GoPro's quote-unquote quick editing software. I found it to be very limiting and a waste of time. I'm not going to go into detail about it, but I found it to be very, very bad. On a happier note, I'm super psyched to use this camera in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for staying until the very end. Also, let me know what you think about this video by liking or subscribing. This is my first time reviewing a tech product, and if you guys liked it, I'd consider making some more. But for now, peace out.